Beverly Hills, California. The glittering chandeliers of Cipriani Beverly Hills bore witness to a clandestine tête-à-tête that has sent shockwaves through the echelons of high society. Clare Waight Keller, the once-revered designer behind Meghan Markle's iconic wedding gown, delivered a scathing indictment to the Duchess of Sussex, leaving no room for ambiguity. "I will never listen to your new podcast deal," Waight Keller declared, her voice as crisp as the champagne flutes that adorned the opulent venue. The words hung in the air like a guillotine blade, severing any lingering illusions of camaraderie between the two women. The backstory is as labyrinthine as the hallowed halls of Windsor Castle. Clare Waight Keller, the creative genius who wove silk and dreams into Meghan's ethereal wedding dress, had once been privy to the inner sanctum of the Sussexes. Their relationship, once akin to confidants sharing secrets over afternoon tea, had metamorphosed into a tempest of resentment and betrayal. The Duchess, now ensconced in the sun-kissed hills of California, had embarked on a new venture, a podcast, a platform where she could wield her voice like a scepter, shaping narratives and courting controversy. But Waight Keller, with her impeccable taste and unyielding pride, had drawn a line in the sand. The firm, she spat out the term with disdain, referring to the royal family, plays a dangerous game. Their machinations perpetuate falsehoods about us, and I refuse to be complicit. The designer's words echoed through the hallowed halls of Buckingham Palace, reverberating off centuries-old tapestries and ancestral portraits. The Duchess, once the darling of the tabloids, now found herself ensnared in a web of her own making. The media, like vultures circling a wounded prey, had feasted on every misstep, every tear, every whispered secret. Meghan Markle, the Hollywood starlet turned royal consort, had become a lightning rod for controversy. Her every move dissected, her every utterance scrutinized. The podcast, a seemingly innocuous endeavor, had ignited a firestorm. The Duchess, with her honeyed voice and carefully curated anecdotes, had dared to challenge the status quo. And Clare Waight Keller, with her needle-sharp wit, had issued a damning verdict. "Not many people have asked if I'm okay," Meghan had lamented during her tumultuous tenure as a new mother in the spotlight. But the designer, who had labored over every stitch of that iconic gown, knew the truth. The Duchess was more than okay. She was a force to be reckoned with. As the sun dipped below the Beverly Hills skyline, Clare Waight Keller raised her glass, the crystal catching the light like a shard of ice. The toast was silent, but its resonance echoed across continents. The Duchess, ensnared in her own narrative, had underestimated the woman who had once sewn dreams into silk. The podcast, with its tantalizing promise of revelations, would be met with a resounding silence. Clare Waight Keller had spoken her truth, and the world held its breath, waiting for the next chapter in this